Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be an update on my Finish 16 in 2016 as well as my Pan That palette. I will have my last update linked in the cards. At last update I finished 4 items. Now at this update I finished 2 more. Once I finish up a product and I tell you about it in an update, I'm not going to talk about them again, so you can always check back in my past videos. But this month I did finish up 2 products. The first one is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. At my last update I was here and I did finish it off within about a week after that update. And then the other product that I finished is my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I scraped out as much as I could out of this. I liked it. I didn't like it when I started off using it, but it grew on me. So yeah, I really enjoyed this foundation and I would probably use it again, but I have like 8 or 10 foundations in my collection right now, so not a repurchase at this time. But yeah, I'm happy that that's finished and out of my collection. The next thing I have here does not have any progress. I started off with 4 of them. At last update, I still have 4 of them. My pores haven't needed a pore strip, which I'm fine with, but you know, I'm not going to use it if I don't need it. So there's still 4 of these Balea charcoal nose strips in the box. I will probably use one up this coming update. Then we have the Lumine Finland Matte Touch Deep Cleansing Peat Mask. So at the last update I was right here, and at this update I'm about here. There is a big air bubble, so I was trying to like push the air bubble up and get an accurate guesstimation here, and I think that's about where I am. I think if I use this twice, maybe 3 times, I can finish this off before the next update. If not then by the update in August. The next thing I have is my lip balm. This is from Lipsil. So that's all I have left, and maybe I can do this. That's where I'm at. I did mark it, so there we go. On lip products, I do have a little bit of use on my NYX Pops lipstick, so that is where I am. I think now that I am going to be working part-time, this is going to be a good color to use. It's a nice neutral, just everyday kind of color, so I think that I will start seeing more use out of this soon. I am struggling so hard with this Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. This is a little bit too dark for me. I cannot use this under my eyes. It's just not a good color for me. So I have not gotten any use out of this. This is the lightest shade. It's 10 Fair, and that's what that looks like, but I just feel like it's not light enough for underneath my eyes, and my foundations cover up any blemishes that I have. But I think what I'll do is on days where I'm not going to be wearing a lot of makeup, I will just use this as sort of a base and then use either like my Tarte powder foundation or just a setting powder and wear it if I only need to wear makeup for a couple of hours instead of like a full day. Let me go ahead and show you my nail polishes. Again, I have 3 nail polishes as one item in lieu of doing a full project polish. I didn't want to jump into that and bite off more than I could chew, so if I can get through these 3 nail polishes over the course of a year, then maybe next year I can do a full project polish. So the first one is this Wet n Wild Fast Dry. This is in Buffy the Violet Slayer. This is going to be difficult to show, but I do have some progress here. So I was right about there at the last update, and now I am here. So I'm about halfway, if not a little bit more than halfway through this bottle. This is a 2-coater, so I do feel like I use this quite a bit when I do use it. Then we have the e.l.f. nail polish. This is just a nude color. There's no name for it. This was in a collection at Target a couple of years ago. My line is not very even because I suck at doing these lines, but I am right about there. This is a 1-coat polish, so I'm about I'm about 30% of the way through this bottle. This is going to be a struggle. I like this color a lot. I feel like it's really flattering for my skin tone and my nails. So I think that I'll start seeing more use out of this come the fall. And the third polish that I have here is this Rimmel 60 Seconds polish in I Lilac You. This is going pretty quickly actually. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but I am right about there. And this is the line from my last update. So I think that this is getting a little bit gloopy and I don't have a polish thinner, but this might be on its way out soon. So that would be nice to see one polish out of here. The next thing I have is not going to show a lot of progress, although I do use it every day that I wear makeup. This is my NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. Again, I'm not using the wax, just the two powders. I do have really healthy dents in both of the pans. The thing with this is I do use it every day that I wear makeup, but I'm not dipping my brush in the same exact spot, so that's why it's taking me a long time to hit pan. But once I do hit pan, it's just going to happen really, really fast, and I'm going to work through a lot of the pan really quickly because I'm wearing down a lot of the product in a lot of the area. So you'll expect to see a lot of changes in this coming up soon, especially in the darker shade. Then we have my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Pomegranate Punk. I am wearing this today. I don't know, I think I'm about halfway through this guy. I am sort of working on the slope because I do use my finger, so it's easier for me to just work. I don't know, it's hard for me to like keep panning. So I am getting a fair amount of use out of this, but it's not going as quickly as I want it to. It's really frustrating. Every time I end up using this on my eyes, it turns crazy dramatic. I don't know what my problem is. Every time I have been putting on makeup lately, I've been like, I'm just gonna do something simple, and then this happens. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I really want this out of my collection by the end of the year. Next is this trio from Wet n Wild. It's the Knock on Wood trio. I have expanded the pan on the brow bone shade. I have a dip going in the eyelid shade, and I think that there's a little bit of progress on the crease shade. I do like these colors a lot, and I will be using these more in the fall and winter. I don't think that I'm going to be able to finish that eyelid shade, but I'm becoming more and more okay with it. Like, it's a really, really pretty color, so I'm not in any big hurry to get it out of my collection, but I would at least like to see pan in the next month or two. And finally is my powder. This is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Airbrushing Pressed Powder in Translucent. And I hit pan last update, I think, and I've expanded the pan. It was like 3 little blots of pan, and now it's gotten bigger. 2 of the pans have combined, and I think by the next update this is going to be worn away, connecting these two. So I think the pan is just going to get bigger and bigger. It's going to be great. I really want to get this finished up by the end of summer. So that was everything for my Finish 16 in 2016. Now let's get into my Pan That Palette. I forgot to say before I introed that Pan That Palette update that for the trio, the powder, the eyebrow cake powder, and the color tattoo, I do post picture updates. So at the end of this video I will have last month's photo and then this month's photo, so you can see a comparison. Since my editing software doesn't allow me to insert pictures during the video. But anyway, this is the Stila Not So Nude palette. So that is where I am now. I did hit pan in Fawn, so I'm really pleased with that. I have expanded the pan a little bit in Sugar, Buff, and Mink. And I do have bigger dips in Barefoot and Dolce. I thought that I was going to hit pan in the Kitten highlight down here by this update, but it just sort of hasn't happened. I am very patient. I'm seeing the rings in the pan, so hopefully that should be hit pan on next update. But I think I'm doing pretty well. I wish it was faster. I keep saying this every update, but you know, once I start this job on Monday, this video is probably going up on Monday, but once I start, you know, working semi-regularly, I should see a lot more progress on this palette, and I still think that I can finish it up, aside from the convertible color, of course, by the end of the year, at least the shadows, if not the highlight as well. So there's that. I will have, again, progress photos on some of the Finish 16 and 2016 products, as well as my Pan That palette, so just stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so we can stay in touch. Like this video if you enjoy doing project pans, and I will catch you guys in my next video. See ya!